And so I like to turn negative experiences into positives that can help me to cope better. I've had some amazing opportunities that I wouldn't have had if I hadn't been diagnosed with dementia. I'm part of many committees and many research groups because that's how I believe I can influence change. But on a more light-hearted note, I was lucky enough to have a cup of tea with Julianne Moore at the premiere of Still Alice in London, which was a very surreal experience. I've promoted awareness in the House of Commons and been on many TV and radio programmes and asked to write many articles for newspapers and magazines. I made a short film for the BBC on living with dementia. They let me loose with a camcorder for a month and then made a short film out of it, which has now been seen all over the world. It was recently shown in Iran, of all places. They could only show me as the female in Iran because they thought men can't possibly get dementia over there because they're at the very start of their awareness raising. And a couple of months ago it was shown in Japan. So how bizarre is all that? None of which would have happened if I hadn't been diagnosed with dementia. And many people have asked me, don't you get nervous talking and doing all the interviews? And funnily enough, the answer is no. And why? Because people's expectation of what someone with dementia can actually say is so low. Because when people think of the dementia, they think of the end stages. That journey has to have a beginning. So whatever I say is always a surprise to people, so I've got very little to get nervous about. I've finally joined the world of social media and Twitter. I never blogged, used Facebook or tweeted in my life before dementia. I didn't even know what an iPad was before dementia. Yet now it goes everywhere with me. And I've met some amazing people, not only in this country, but around the world, none of which would have happened if I hadn't been diagnosed with dementia. But the biggest advantage for me revolves around Great British Bake Off. And I don't know if any of you are fans, but it was my favourite programme. And people often talk about the sadness they feel when the series is coming to an end, knowing that it'll be months before it's on the screen again. Well, I can just start watching it all over again, as I can't remember. So remember, dementia might be terminal, but then so is life. So why not make the most of each day and of every opportunity that comes your way? Thank you.